let's go.
Can I say hello to you guys first? Hi, I'm Gladys. I'm the Premier. Thank you so much for coming. Oh, cool.
Thank you, Premier. And they like this.
Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Noting we're on a little bit of a time constraint this morning with the Premier and her commitments around Sydney today. First of all, I'd like to welcome you all to beautiful Maroubra Beach with such iconic summer weather, which is only apt for us today to launch what I think is the most iconic calendar date in New South Wales, the raising of the flags, which is the launching of the summer patrol season, and obviously the launching of the 2017 Surf Lifesaving New South Wales Coastal Safety Report. Ladies and gentlemen, my name's Stephen Pearce, and I'm the Chief Executive Officer of what I think is the most iconic and proud organisation in New South Wales, Surf Lifesaving New South Wales, and I'll be your Master of Ceremonies for this morning. It's only apt that we stand here that we should acknowledge the traditional owners of the land, and I would like to acknowledge the Muradil people of the Eora Nation and acknowledge their elders past and present for allowing us to stand on this sand today and celebrate what is a magnificent event. Looking in the crowd, we have a multitude of VIPs and special guests today, so please, if you just bear with me for 1 minute, just to acknowledge everyone as possibly as I can, and forgive me if I miss anyone in itself. So first of all, the Premier of New South Wales, the Honourable Gladys Berejiklian. Premier, thank you so much for coming here today. The Premier wishes she could get on one of the rescue boards today, but time constraints doesn't permit it. I'd also like to acknowledge the Member for Coogee, Mr Bruce Notley-Smith, Member for Kingsford, Mr Matt Thistlethwaite, the Randwick Mayor, Mr Neil D'Souza, and Maroubra has put on a magnificent day today, Surf Lifesaving New South Wales President, Mr David Murray, the Maroubra Surf Lifesaving Club President, Denny Donahoe, and Denny, thank you so much for yourself and all your members, and the Nippers in particular, for being here today, making this such a fantastic event. Thank you, Nippers, and I'm sure you're going to do something special for us later on. The Director of Member Services, Trent Thomas, and obviously our representatives from all our emergency services. Looking into the crowd, I also acknowledge Trent Sutton, David Joseph, and Anne Fitzgerald from Clubs New South Wales. Clubs New South Wales is our principal partner and have and continue to provide such magnificent support to our lifesavers and our clubs right throughout New South Wales. From Surf Lifesaving Australia, we have the CEO, Melissa King. Welcome, Melissa. I'd like to acknowledge all our branch and club presidents, our Surf Lifesaving New South Wales Life members, and of course our Nippers. The Premier just saw just a quick little introduction into some of the technology that you're going to be seeing here today. So I'd like to acknowledge the Little Ripper Group, which is our technology partner, and with that, the Chairman, Mr Kevin Weldon, Dr Paul Scully-Power. For those that don't know Paul is Australia's first astronaut, so thank you so much, Paul, for being here today. And obviously the CEO, Eddie Bennett. From one iconic organisation to the other, I would also like to acknowledge CEO Scott Chapman from the Royal Flying Doctor Service. So thank you, Scott, for coming all the way down. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure this morning to table the 2017 Surf Lifesaving New South Wales Coastal Safety Report. This is a significant body of work that allows us to understand the trends and statistics for us to plan where we're going to put our people, how we're going to resource our people, and what times our people will be on the beaches to protect the communities that we need to serve and assist. It doesn't come for free either. Some of the equipment we see behind us, just this one patrol set up here, costs $60,000. So you multiply that by 129 clubs, you can see why we continue to look after for our corporate partners to come and assist us. Within the report, ladies and gentlemen, you'll see that last year we had drowning deaths of 31, and that was down on the previous year of 53, which was a horrendous season. One drowning death is too many, and we recently saw a most tragic case down in the Wollongong Beach. Now, we cannot be complacent, and as you can see, our life-saving volunteers and our nippers stand ready. We have to remain vigilant because even last year at the height of the summer period, we lost 30 people in a 2-week period for drownings alone in New South Wales, which is extremely tragic. Concerningly though, 70% of all drownings have occurred outside of a patrolled area or outside the red and yellow flags. So this is where Surf Life Saving and its volunteers will continue to educate and warn the community on the importance of swimming at patrol beaches and in between the red and yellow flags. This morning you're going to see a display of some of the new technology that we'll be rolling out, particularly on the far north coast in Port Macquarie this year, to assist our lifesavers. This is drone technology through the Little Ripper Group, and what it does, it allows our volunteers, our lifesavers, to have an extra set of eyes in the air, anytime, anywhere, to spot people in distress or to warn swimmers of approaching or impending sharks. This technology is just not New South Wales first, Premier. This technology is not just Australia first, it's internationally first. So New South Wales is leading out with this groundbreaking technology, and you'll see a demonstration on exactly what these drones can do and how they will deploy life-saving devices to swimmers in distress in the water. The season, as you can see by this morning, is predicted to be long, hot and dry. That's going to drive immense customers to our wonderful and beautiful beaches like here at Maroubra this morning. And we have to remain vigilant. If it's not for the efforts and the commitment and the dedication of our 75,000 volunteer lifesavers across the state, the drowning deaths within New South Wales would be far more significant. So ladies and gentlemen, before I hand over to the Honourable Premier, Surf Life Saving is urging everyone to stay safe this summer. Swim only at a patrol beach and between the flags. Don't overestimate your abilities, and please, this summer and over Christmas, look after your mates, look after your friends. With that, ladies and gentlemen, Premier, I would proudly like to present you with the 2017 Coastal Safety Report.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you so much.
I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you very much, Steve, not only for presenting me with this report, but for also representing an iconic institution that is part and parcel of New South Wales, a surf life-saving organisation, or family I should call it. To you, to David, to the nippers and volunteers, and the little rippers up the back who are actually controlling the drones. We are grateful for the 75,000 odd volunteers up and down our coast protecting lives on a daily basis. Today does mark the official day when the flags go up to protect the community, so we urge everybody to please swim between the flags. The report that Steve has just handed me has shown that last year the deaths were far fewer than the year before, but still 31 too many. We don't want to see anybody lose their life unnecessarily. So the message from all of us here today is please swim between the flags, enjoy the summer, and also be so grateful that here in New South Wales we have 75,000 people, just like the wonderful surf lifesavers, little nippers and little rippers up the back controlling the drones, who they said they promised they wouldn't have one land on my head, so I'm holding them true to that. That really support our community. I also wanted to acknowledge everybody from the local community who's here today. To my state parliamentary colleague, the member for Coogee, Bruce Notley-Smith, to my federal parliamentary colleague, Matt Thistlethwaite, the member for Kingsford-Smith, and all the members, and the Mayor of Randwick, and all the members of the community who support this Life-Saving Club, because we know our clubs are part of the community, but also on a day like today, we appreciate that often people put their own lives on the line to save the lives of others, and there is no more noble human act than that. So as the Premier of New South Wales, on behalf of all of us, I want to thank the Surf Life-Saving family for everything that you do for the community, and in particular, they and I, all of us together, say to everybody in New South Wales, enjoy the summer, enjoy the beaches, but please, please, please swim between the flags and be safe at all times. Thank you so much for having me as part of this special day, special ceremony today. It's a day for us to say thank you. It's a day for us to be vigilant about safety on our beaches, and a day for us to be grateful for all that is great in New South Wales. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Premier. I couldn't have said it better myself. So I'd now like to call Mr Bruce Notley-Smith, MP, member for Coogee, to speak. Thanks, Bruce.
Well, thank you very much. And once again, being a coastal member, I know that surf lifesaving is part of the fabric of this community. And it's because of people like those to my left here who give up their time every year that we see so few people, even though it's tragically high. In the last couple of years, we see so few people actually dying on our beaches in New South Wales. I want to say thank you for the enormous work that you and your organisation do, the dedication that you show, and just issue this request to anybody going near our beaches or waterways this year is think about the conditions, have a look at them, think importantly about how your family and friends would feel if you were lost, but also think about those who's put their lives in danger to rescue you should you get into trouble. Please swim between the flags, be safe, and once again, thank you very much.
Thank you, Bruce. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as I said earlier on, this is an iconic calendar day event in New South Wales calendar. The raising of the flags, the commencement of the summer surf season. One other celebration today, isn't it, Premier? Premier, on behalf of the 75,000 surf lifesaving volunteers, happy birthday today. We would like to present you with a little gift. The kids have been in the kitchen all evening cooking this. Happy birthday, Premier. We won't sing happy birthday. Thank you. And with that, we have a small little memento that we would hope that you would hang within your office in support of the 75,000 lifesaving volunteers.
Thank you so much. You've just tripled your funding for next year.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Premier has just announced that thank you. Thank you so much. Now, for the formalities, Premier, I invite you and Bruce to come down for the official raising of the flags. And sorry, Matt. And as you can see, we have everything radiality possible. Flying the air, inflated the water, to show the capability that we're going to be using this one to protect our people on our beaches. So, Premier, this is your first patrol of the summer season. First patrol is the iconic raising of the flags. If I could ask you to assist your duly active I think so. Yes.
Can we look towards the cameras, guys? Can we look towards the cameras, please?
Get these flags flying.
Everyone looking towards the cameras, guys, please? All right, looking towards cameras, everybody, please.
Stay squatting down there in front. Guys.
In.
Look good.
Lifesavers in, please.
Yeah,
Nippers in the front.
In front of the flags. Come around, guys.
All right, everyone looking towards cameras, please, just in front. Thank you.
Thank you so much, kids.
Premier, Premier, can you just get some of you and all the nippers together? Nippers are lifesavers in, please. Lifesavers in, up in, Liz.
just got to do my one.
That's on. Is this on? Ladies and gentlemen, if you can please take your seats again. I'd like to introduce the President of Surf Lifesaving New South Wales to wrap up this morning's season launch.
Thank you, Adam. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Board of Surf Lifesaving New South Wales, it gives me great pleasure to thank everybody here today and to close this morning's raising of the flag ceremony. I would like to acknowledge and thank all the guests who have joined us this morning to launch the new patrol season. To the Premier of New South Wales, to the Member of Coogee, thank you for supporting and acknowledging what our volunteers contribute to their communities year after year for over 110 years. I also would like to mention our major partners, which was Club New South Wales. That's Anne, David, Trent, and the ongoing support of Surf Lifesavers in New South Wales, which is greatly supported and appreciated. Also, I'd like to acknowledge Tom Cunningham from Westpac, who has given up his time to be here today. I also would like to, in closing, thank Mr. Dean Storage and our other members of emergency services agencies here today attending. Their representation and support throughout the year and the many years they've been together is outstanding, and their professionalism and cooperation is so much appreciated by all members of Surf Lifesaving in New South Wales. So it's great to see so many life-saving communities here today, including the Surf Lifesaving CEO, Melissa King. Thank you for turning up, Melissa. Including the Surf Lifesaving Board of Members and Board of Directors, our branch and club presidents, and of course our valued lifesavers, and also our fantastic life members, who indeed have been the backbone of our organisation for 110 years. So once again, the skills that are displayed here today by our volunteers, words cannot express the time and the gratitude that we have as your board of directors in giving up your family time, allocating community services to protecting lives on the beach, and I thank you so much. I also like to thank the Little Ripper group. This exciting demonstration today of our drone technology that has been jointly developed by their partners and Surf Lifesaving New South Wales. They've been working tirelessly to get technology up to scratch so that we can keep an eye on the skies when it comes to our visitors into Australia that go to our secluded beaches, and we'll be able to monitor and ensure that they're okay. I would also like to thank the nippers of Maroubra Surf Lifesaving Club, who have just been marvellous out here, and we have to get you guys some water when we finish, hey? I'm just so proud of you, all of you guys, wonderful. Also want to thank Danny Donnie, who has put this on. Thank you, mate, for all the support you've given us. Really appreciate it, Danny. And your lovely wife, by the way, because every great man is a better woman, let me tell you. So from tomorrow, patrols get on the way, everybody, right? And I want to acknowledge that every single lifesaver in the state of New South Wales, regardless of their time, dedication and support to their communities, I want to ask that you please keep safe. That's terribly important. Protect your visitors to your beaches, and as well as I want to thank the over 300 professional lifeguards that Surf Lifesaving employs to protect our beaches during the weeks and indeed some weekends. To lifesavers everywhere, I wish you and your families a safe season, and I would like to now close the ceremony today and thank you for turning up, and thank you once again. Bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, that completes the raising of the flags season launch for 2017. If you'd like to join us up at the Surf Club afterwards, I believe there's some refreshments and there's a barbecue on. So hope to see you there. Thank you. forgotten on a lovely morning in Maroubra. If you look out to sea, you've got two of our Mini Ripper Lifesaver rescue drones. They're going to show you their full capability and not only the ability to surveil the coast and spot sharks, but also the preventative life-saving capacity. Thanks to the technology in the Westpac Little Ripper Lifesaver drone, or UAV. The rescue pods developed by SOS Marine and Westpac Little Ripper will be dropped over patients that have been targeted using the shark spotter and the trained volunteers that have been put through the training over the last 12 months. So if you look out to sea, you'll see this happening before us. The rescue pods will be dropped, they'll inflate. That will allow up to 4 people to grab hold of them. The rescue pods are also able to be equipped with the Shark Shield technology. So as of Saturday, we will be working with Port Macquarie Hastings Council to roll out this technology up there in response to community concerns. We'll have one of the Mini Rippers being utilised by our lifesavers and lifeguards up at Port Macquarie to watch over the community over the school holidays, make sure there's no sea life around that shouldn't be around, and respond. These devices are also equipped with speakers, so one of the things that is most exciting for me personally is their ability to prevent someone from getting into trouble. So being able to warn someone if they're in a dangerous spot, if they're heading into a rip. But also if someone's stuck in a rip, as we know, panic is one of the key things that affects people when they're stuck in a rip. So the ability to hover over someone if they're stuck in a rip and keep them calm, let them know that help is on the way while we have a manned response. It's amazing technology. I'm very excited about the ability of these devices to help lifesavers perform their duties and lifeguards up and down the coast of New South Wales. The technology you see with Westpac Little Ripper Lifesaver is the result of 2 years. We're only in our 3rd year of work with Surf Lifesaving New South Wales and Westpac Little Ripper Lifesaver. We are ready to roll this technology out now in operations. We've done the fit for purpose testing of the equipment. We've done the operational trials last year. We're ready to roll it out. We have over 40 lifesavers and lifeguards across the state trained up to a CASA Pilots accredited licence, and we're also rolling out a sub 2 kilo UAV capacity for our clubs to utilise, just to add more eyes in more places more often across the New South Wales coastline. Once the rescue pods are dropped, people in the water are able to grab hold of them. The Shark Shield technology can keep them safe from sharks, and the IRBs and the manned response can come and pick them up. We're able to redeploy, reutilise the rescue pods once they've been deployed and re-equip them into the devices. And we're just awaiting to see the technology drop.
Jordan, they're dropping things in the drone. Watch it come down. It's going to drop down from the drone.
The other exciting thing for Surf Lifesaving as a result of this technology is our ability to provide this operation. As Stephen Pearce, our CEO, mentioned before, this is not only leading out from Sydney and New South Wales around the country, but also internationally. So we'll be out talking about this technology. And there goes the pod now, as you can see it inflate, and the swimmer will grab hold of it and will be able to get a manned response to that swimmer in trouble. This is, leading the world from New South Wales. It's home Aussie-built technology incorporated into these drones. It's a world first, the Shark Spotter algorithm. Very excited about it. The the other opportunity for surf lifesaving, we're actually leading out in the emergency services sector in New South Wales, and in talking to some of our emergency services colleagues, they're very interested in how this capacity can be used in flood work, in fires, in other natural disasters that occur around the state. So I'm sure you'll agree that this is very exciting for surf lifesaving and the New South Wales community, and thank you to Westpac Little Ripper Lifesaver for putting on the demonstration and for the partnership with Surf Lifesaving New South Wales over the last 2 years and going forward into the future. Thank you.
That's great, Adam. Thank you.
Expected us.